My child, come closer to me now. You do not need to strain your ears or your heart. I am already near. I have always been near. I have been waiting for this moment with you, waiting for your heart to settle enough to hear me, waiting for your spirit to breathe deeply once again. So come, sit in the quiet place of your soul, and let my voice rest upon you like a gentle hand upon your shoulder. You have carried many things in your heart, and today I want to speak to you with a love that has followed you every step of your life. I want you to hear me clearly, simply, and softly. I want you to feel me in every word. My child, thank you. Thank you for coming here with an open heart. Thank you for the moments when you whispered to me even when you were tired, lonely, or unsure if I was listening. I always was, and I want you to know, from the very beginning of this message, that you have never been a burden to me. Your tears have never been inconvenient. Your questions have never been unwelcome. Your weaknesses have never pushed me away. I hold every part of you in the palms of my hands, and I am proud of how you've tried, how you've loved, and how you've endured. You may not think you have done much. You may think your life has been small in comparison to others, but I see differently. I see every quiet act of kindness you offered when no one was watching. I see every moment when you chose patience over anger. I see every time you held your tongue to avoid hurting someone, even when your heart was hurting. I see every sacrifice you made for your family, every prayer you whispered in the stillness of the night, every moment you tried to do what is right, even though your body was tired and your spirit felt thin. You think so little of these things, but in my eyes they shine brighter than the stars. You are my child, and I want you to feel, truly feel, that my love for you has never depended on your perfection. It has never depended on your success or your strength. My love is rooted in who you are, not in what you accomplish. You are mine, and that is enough. You have always been enough for me. I know your life has not been easy. I know there were days when you felt unseen, unheard, or forgotten. There were moments when you looked at the sky and wondered if I had turned my face away. There were nights when your pillow felt too heavy with tears, and mornings when your heart felt like it needed strength just to begin the day. But listen to me, you survived those moments. You kept going. You held on to hope even when it flickered like a small flame in a storm. You kept walking even when the road was steep, and that perseverance, that quiet courage, is something I honor in you. My child, I have seen the battles inside your heart, the ones no one else knows about. I have seen the memories that still ache, the regrets you hide, the questions that linger, the fears that come in the quiet moments. I want you to know that not one of those things has ever made me love you less. Not one. If anything, they draw me closer, because I am the God who heals what is broken, lifts what is weary, and strengthens what is fading. And so today, I speak to you with the tenderness you need. I want you to hear me in a way that calms your spirit. I want you to hear me in a way that reminds you how deeply I care about every detail of your life. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not wandering through this world without purpose. I have been shaping you through every season, through joy and sorrow, through gain and loss, through youth and age. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Nothing. Thank you, my child, for every moment you trusted me even when that trust felt fragile. Thank you for every prayer that felt small, but was still whispered. Thank you for every time you tried again after falling. Thank you for every moment when you loved, even though loving sometimes hurts. Thank you for every time you forgave when forgiveness was difficult. Thank you for every moment you kept faith alive in your heart, even if it flickered like a candle in the wind. I want you to know something important, something deep, something that will follow you for the rest of your days. I have never been disappointed in you. You may feel disappointed in yourself at times. You may feel frustrated at your mistakes, your limits, your past choices, your aging body, or the things you can no longer do. But I do not measure you the way you measure yourself. I do not look at your failures and weigh them against your worth. Your worth is immeasurable, unchanging, eternal. It is rooted in my love, not in your performance. My child, breathe. Let these words settle gently into your heart. You have spent so many years carrying the weight of expectations from others, from yourself, from the world. But with me, you do not have to carry anything to earn my favor. You do not have to prove anything. You do not have to pretend to be stronger than you are. I already know you. I know the depth of your heart. I know the sincerity of your intentions, even when your actions fall short. So rest now, even as you listen to me. Let your heart soften. Let your shoulders lower. Let your breath become calm. I am here. There is something else I want to tell you, something many people live their entire lives without understanding. I delight in you, not in what you can do, not in what you have done, not in how strong you are. I delight in you, the soul I created with care, the heart I shaped with purpose, the life I have walked beside since the day you entered this world. I know you better than anyone ever will, and still I delight in you. This message I speak today is not just a speech. It is a reminder from me to you, a reminder of who you are and how deeply you matter. And as you continue to listen, I want you to allow my words to reach the places inside you that have been quiet for too long. I want to speak to the parts of your heart that still ache, the corners of your spirit that still feel uncertain, the memories that still sting, and the questions you still carry. So listen, my beloved child. There is more I need to tell you. There are deeper reflections I want to share with you, truths that will help you understand your life in a new and gentle way. But for now, breathe in my presence, feel my closeness. Let this be the starting place, the opening of your heart, the softening of your spirit, the beginning of a deeper conversation between you and me. And now, let us continue. As you remain here with me, I want to take you deeper into reflection, not into complicated ideas or heavy teachings, but into simple truths that bring peace to the heart. You have lived long enough to know that life is not a straight path. It is full of curves, unexpected turns, moments of joy, and seasons of hardship. I have watched you walk through every one of them, sometimes with confidence, sometimes with fear, sometimes with a quiet strength you didn't even realize you had. And through it all, I have held you close, even in the moments when you thought I was far away. I want to talk to you now about the journey of your heart. Because the world sees the outside, your age, your appearance, your accomplishments, your mistakes, but I see the inside, the hidden places of your soul. I see the questions you don't speak aloud. I see the feelings you carry quietly. I see the stories you've never told anyone, and I see the longing deep within you, the longing to be understood, to be valued, to be remembered, to have peace. My child, your heart has weathered many storms. You have loved people who did not always love you back. You have forgiven people who hurt you deeply. You have tried to make peace in situations that were complicated. You have carried responsibilities when you felt tired. You have walked through seasons of loneliness and still tried to smile. All of this has shaped the soul you carry today, and I want to tell you something important. I have never overlooked your pain. Not once. Even when you hid it from others, I saw it. Even when you tried to be strong, I knew the weight you were carrying. Even when you felt forgotten, I remembered every detail of your life. Even when you felt you were praying into an empty room, I heard every word clearly. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not a God who watches from far away. I am the one who walks with you through every quiet moment of your life. You see, many of the struggles you faced were not punishments. They were moments that shaped your compassion, nurtured your empathy, deepened your wisdom. You are softer now, kinder, more understanding, and that gentleness in you is not a weakness, it is one of the most beautiful strengths a human soul can possess. You learned it through experience, through pain, through perseverance, and I honor that. There were times in your life when you asked, "Why did this happen to me?" I heard that question. I held you in those moments. I knew you didn't want complicated answers, you wanted comfort. And even now, you still carry some unanswered questions inside your heart. I know that, and I want you to understand something with a depth that brings peace to your soul. Not everything that hurt you was meant to break you. Some things were meant to shape you. Some things were meant to teach you what pride could never teach you. Some things were meant to slow you down long enough for your heart to soften. Some things were meant to prepare you for the person you are now. The wisdom you carry today, the gentle understanding, the patience, the quiet strength, it did not come from the easy seasons of life. It came from the seasons when you had to depend on me, sometimes without even realizing you were depending on me. My child, there are parts of your story that you still feel embarrassed about, mistakes you wish you could undo, words you wish you could take back, decisions that didn't turn out the way you hoped. But listen to me, your mistakes do not define you. Your failures do not erase your worth. Your past is not greater than my mercy. You have grown so much more than you know, and many of the things you regret today are things I have already forgiven long ago. But I want you to forgive yourself. I want you to release the heaviness you've been holding. You do not have to punish yourself for things I have already redeemed. Let me remind you of something gentle and true. You are still learning. Even now, even at your age, even after all you've lived through, your soul is still growing. It is still expanding. It is still discovering me in new ways. There is no age at which a child stops learning from their father. There is no age at which I stop speaking to you. There is no age at which I stop leading you. Your heart still matters deeply to me. I want you to think back on your life now, not with regret, but with tenderness. Think of the times when you didn't know what would happen, yet you made it through. Think of the moments you thought were the end, but they became the beginning of something new. Think of the relationships that shaped you, the people who stayed, the people who left, the seasons that passed, and the memories that remain. All of these are pieces of your journey, and I was present in every one of them. There were days when you felt strong, and I celebrated with you. There were days when you felt weak, and I carried you. There were days when you felt confused, and I guided you quietly. There were days when you felt broken, and I held the pieces of your heart together. There were days when you felt lonely, and I stayed by your side even when you didn't feel my presence. And now, here you are still standing, still breathing, still listening. That is not an accident. That is not luck. That is my love sustaining you. My child, I want you to know something else. The struggles you carry today, even the ones you hide from others, matter to me. Your worries matter to me. The thoughts that keep you awake at night matter to me. The things you fear but never speak aloud matter to me. I care about all of it deeply. Let me ease your mind for a moment. You are not alone. You have never been alone, even when you felt like it. My presence has been woven into every step of your journey, through laughter, through sorrow, through aging, through loss, through growth, through every prayer you whispered, through every moment you didn't even realize I was guiding you. I created your heart, and I know how to care for it. There is a purpose in your life even now. You are not at the end of your story. You are still needed. You are still cherished. Your existence still brings light to the world, even in ways you cannot see. Every time you offer a kind word, every time you share wisdom, every time you simply show love, you reflect me, and I see it. So let your heart rest in these reflections. Let your soul breathe. Let the weight you've been carrying loosen its grip. I am with you, my child, and I want to guide you gently into the next part of this message, into hope, into encouragement, into the reassurance your spirit has been longing for. Stay with me now. Let us continue deeper into my heart for you. Now that your heart has settled into reflection, I want to lift your spirit. I want to place hope inside you again, not the fragile hope that flickers and fades, but the kind of hope that settles deep inside your soul like a steady light. You have lived through many seasons, and some of them have taken more strength than others. But today, I want to strengthen you from within. I want you to feel my encouragement in every word that follows. Because you need to hear this clearly, you are not forgotten and you are not finished. Your life still has meaning, purpose, and value far more than you realize. Even in the quiet seasons, even in the slower days, even when your body does not move as fast as it once did, your spirit still shines, and I see beauty in that shine. You may sometimes feel like the world has moved ahead of you, that the noise is too loud, that things are changing too quickly for your heart to keep up. But listen to me, you are never behind. You are exactly where you need to be for me to work in your life in a new and gentle way. I am not done guiding you. I am not done teaching you. I am not done using your heart as a vessel of love in this world. My child, every day you wake up, I breathe purpose into your life. You bring comfort to someone, wisdom to someone, love to someone. You may not see the effect of your presence, but heaven sees it clearly. When you speak with kindness, the atmosphere changes. When you offer patience, someone's burden becomes lighter. When you listen, someone feels seen. When you pray, the world is touched in ways you cannot measure. Do you understand how precious that is? Do you understand how meaningful your life still is? I want to speak directly to the places inside you that feel discouraged. The places that whisper, "What do I matter anymore?" The places that feel overlooked. The places that wonder if your best years have already passed. My child, your worth does not decrease with age. Your purpose does not fade with time. Your spirit does not shrink as your body grows older. Your soul is eternal, vibrant, and full of depth, and it continues to grow in beauty every year you live. You carry wisdom that only comes from experience. You carry compassion that only comes from hardship. You carry understanding that only comes from walking through valleys and climbing mountains. These are treasures. These are strengths. These are gifts no one can take from you. I want you to see yourself through my eyes for a moment. I see the strength of your resilience. I see the softness of your heart. I see the beauty in your humility. I see the courage in your quiet endurance. I see the sincerity in your prayers. I see the tenderness in your love for others. I see all of it and I am pleased. My child, I am proud of you. Not because you are perfect, I never expected perfection. I am proud of you because you have tried, because you have loved, because you have cared, because you have walked forward even when life was difficult, because you have kept faith alive in your heart, even when your faith felt small or fragile. I want to speak to the fears that still visit you at night, the fears about your health, your future, your family, your independence, your strength. You have carried these quietly, sometimes not wanting to worry others, sometimes not wanting to seem afraid. But you don't have to hide your fears from me. I know them already, and I want you to rest in my promise. I will carry you, not just spiritually, not just emotionally. I will carry you through every season. I will carry you through aging. I will carry you through uncertainty. I will carry you through every challenge that lies ahead. You have nothing to fear. I am with you. I will not abandon you. I will not leave your side. I will not let you walk alone. When your days feel long, I am the one who strengthens you. When your nights feel heavy, I am the one who comforts you. When your heart feels restless, I am the one who whispers peace into your spirit. You are safe with me. Let me remind you of something simple, something you may have forgotten over the years. I still delight in caring for you. You don't need to be strong all the time. You don't need to pretend you are fine when you're tired. You don't need to hold everything together on your own. You are my child. Let me be the one who holds you now. It is not weakness to depend on me. It is wisdom. It is strength. It is trust. And trust is one of the most beautiful offerings a soul can give to me. My child, you are entering a season of your life where I want to wrap you in comfort. I want to surround you with peace. I want to remove the heaviness you have been carrying. I want to restore joy to your heart, not the loud, energetic joy of youth, but the deep, steady joy that sits quietly in the soul and does not leave. I want to remind you of good things, the love you've given, the memories you've created, the hearts you've touched. Heaven sees all of it. You may think your actions were small, but nothing done in love is ever small in my kingdom. Every act of kindness echoes into eternity. Every prayer, even the simplest one, rises to me like a sweet offering. Every sacrifice you made, even the ones no one thanked you for, is treasured by me. There is still so much goodness ahead for you. You are not meant to spend your days in worry or regret. You are meant to live with a calm heart, knowing that I am guiding you gently, step by step, day by day. And if you ever feel like your strength is not enough for what lies ahead, take comfort in this. Your strength doesn't have to be enough, mine is, and I am giving it to you. I am giving you peace that your heart can feel. I am giving you courage for the days to come. I am giving you hope that settles deep within you like a warm light. My child, everything you've walked through has prepared you for this season. You are not the same person you were many years ago. You carry more depth, more gentleness, more compassion, more resilience, and I want you to honor that. I want you to see the beauty of who you are today. You are my beloved child, and I am here to strengthen you, encourage you, and remind you that you have more value than you have ever realized. There is more. I want to tell you words of guidance, of warning, of wisdom, not to frighten you, but to lead you in love. So come with me now, my child. Let your heart stay open as we walk gently into the next part of my message to you. Now that your heart has received encouragement, I want to speak to you with the same love, but with greater clarity, not to frighten you, not to burden you, but to guide you with the tenderness of a father who sees further than his child can see. I want to protect you. I want to keep your soul steady. I want to help you walk the rest of your days with wisdom and peace. So listen to me gently now, because what I say comes from deep love. There are things in your life, habits, thoughts, worries, and patterns that weigh on you more than you realize. You carry concerns that drain your spirit. You hold onto memories that hurt you. You listen to voices that do not bring you peace. And I do not want you to carry these things any longer. Your heart was not created to live in fear. Your mind was not created to live in constant worry. Your soul was not created to live in regret. You were created for peace. You were created for love. You were created for freedom. But sometimes, without meaning to, you allow things into your heart that steal the peace I am trying to give you. And today, I want to speak to those things gently, lovingly, firmly, so you can finally release them. My child, one of the greatest dangers for your soul is holding on to things I have asked you to let go of. Whether it is past pain, old anger, bitterness, disappointment, fear, or guilt, these things slowly drain your spirit. They cloud your vision, they steal your joy, they make your steps heavier. I do not want that for you. I want you light. I want you unburdened. I want you free. I see the thoughts that trouble you. I see the doubts that whisper to you late at night. I see the memories that still sting after so many years, and I say to you now, release them into my hands. You have carried them long enough. You have tried to solve them, fix them, or understand them, but some things are not yours to repair. Some things require surrender, not strength. Let me remind you of something important. You were never meant to carry every burden alone. Even now, at your age, you sometimes believe you must be strong for everyone else. You try to avoid causing worry. You try to stay silent about your own pain. You try to keep everything inside, but I did not create you to be your own healer. I created you to be my child. Let me be your comfort. Let me be your strength. Let me be your peace. There is another danger I want to gently warn you about: listening to the wrong voices. Voices of fear. Voices of discouragement. Voices of comparison. Voices of negativity. Voices of confusion. These voices do not come from me. They do not lead you to peace. They do not strengthen your spirit. They do not bring clarity. They only make you feel smaller and weaker. When you hear a voice inside you that tells you you're not enough, that your life has no meaning, that you have failed, that you are alone, that your best days are behind you, rejected, that is not my voice. My voice brings peace. My voice brings reassurance. My voice brings comfort. My voice leads you gently, never harshly. I correct you with love, not condemnation. I lift you up, not tear you down. My child, you are entering a sacred season of life, a season where your soul can grow in wisdom like never before. But to walk in this season with peace, you must let go of the heavy things. You must release the old wounds. You must surrender the guilt. You must silence the lies, and you must allow me to fill you with truth. Here is my truth. You are cherished, you are valuable, you are forgiven, you are needed, and you are deeply loved. Nothing can change that, not your past, not your mistakes, not your age, not your fears. Now listen carefully, my child, because I say this with love. Be careful where you place your attention. Your mind is a door. Whatever you invite in will shape your heart. If you spend your days thinking about fear, fear will grow. If you spend your days thinking about the past, regret will grow. If you spend your days thinking about what you cannot change, frustration will grow. But if you spend your days thinking about me, even in small moments, peace will grow, strength will grow, hope will grow, joy will grow. You have more control over your inner world than you think. You cannot control everything around you, but you can choose what you allow to take root inside you. I want to warn you gently about one more thing: the danger of giving up on yourself. There are moments when you feel too tired to try, too weary to hope, too old to change, too discouraged to believe that anything new can happen in your life. But my child, hear me clearly. As long as you are alive, I am still working in you. I am still writing your story. I am still shaping your spirit. I am still guiding your steps. Do not give up on the life I have given you. Do not believe the lie that nothing ahead matters. Do not believe that your days no longer have purpose. They do, you do, right now, right here. You still have people to bless. You still have love to give. You still have wisdom to share. You still have prayers that will change lives. You still have mornings filled with new mercies. You still have a heart that can grow and deepen and inspire others. You, my child, are still needed. So here is my guidance, the guidance of a father who loves you. Stay close to me. Talk to me every day, even in simple words. Guard your heart from negativity. Let go of what drains your spirit. Hold on to what brings peace. Choose kindness toward others and toward yourself. Forgive quickly. Release grudges. Be gentle with your soul. Walk slowly when you need to. Rest when you are tired. Trust when you are afraid. And never forget that I am beside you always. I will protect you. I will guide you. I will carry you when you feel weak. I will whisper peace into your heart when fear tries to rise. I will comfort you when loneliness touches your spirit. I will lift you when discouragement pulls you down. I will strengthen you for every step ahead. And now, my child, I want to take you gently into the final part of this message, a closing filled with power, warmth, and deep love. The words I will speak next are meant to stay with you long after today, to echo in your heart, to comfort you in the quiet moments. So, come closer once more. Let us finish this message together. Let us step into the final part of my heart for you. And as you continue walking with me, my child, I want to bring your heart to a place of fuller trust, a place where you no longer fear the unknown or tremble before tomorrow, because tomorrow is not a stranger to me. Tomorrow is a room I have already entered, prepared, and blessed before you even arrive. You often worry about what you cannot see, but I want you to know this truth. What is hidden from you is never hidden from me. What is uncertain for you is already completed in my hands. What feels unstable on earth is firmly secured in heaven. You do not need to hold your days tightly. You do not need to control every detail. You do not need to strain your mind trying to predict what might happen next. Instead, I invite you to breathe, to rest, and to let your heart settle in the assurance that I go before you. Think of a parent walking ahead of a child on a dim path. clearing away what might harm them, lighting the way step by step. The child does not need to see everything. They only need to trust the one who walks ahead. This is how I want you to walk with me, not in fear, not in anxious guessing, but in peaceful surrender. For so long, many of my children have lived with hearts that hold too much weight. You carry burdens that were never meant to belong to you. You hold memories that wound you. You carry guilt for mistakes I already forgave. You hold regrets from years long gone. You cling to fears about the future as if fear could protect you. But fear has never protected you. It has only stolen your peace. Fear has never preserved your life. It has only dimmed the joy I placed within you. Fear is a false shield, a shadow pretending to be safety, a heavy cloak that keeps you from feeling the warmth of my presence. My child, release the fear. Release it not by your strength, but by my love. You cannot remove fear by fighting it. You remove fear by letting my love fill the space where fear once lived. You remove fear by allowing me to enter the places in your heart where shadows have lingered too long. You remove fear not by trying harder, but by trusting deeper. When you let yourself rest in me, fear loses its grip. When you call upon me, fear begins to loosen. When you allow me to speak to your heart, fear begins to fade like the night fades before the morning sun. And I want to remind you of something deeply important. You are not walking through life alone, even if sometimes it feels that way. You are not unheard, even if your prayers seem to echo in silence. You are not unseen, even if others do not notice your quiet struggles. Every sigh, every tear, every hope, every disappointment, every longing, none of it escapes me. I am not distant. I am not passive. I am not a silent observer. I am the God who bends low to listen. I am the God who sits beside you when you are weary. I am the God who carries you when you cannot walk another step. There are moments when you think your faith is too small, but I want you to understand something. Even the smallest faith offered sincerely is precious to me. A whisper of trust means more to me than a shout of confidence. A trembling prayer matters more than a perfectly recited one. A heart that tries, even when it feels weak, brings me more joy than a heart that pretends to be strong. Faith is not measured by its volume, but by its sincerity. And you, my child, have been more faithful than you realize. There have been days when you kept going even though your heart was tired. There have been nights when you prayed even though you felt nothing. There were decisions you made to choose kindness, forgiveness, or patience when you could have chosen the opposite. These are the moments heaven celebrates. These are the moments that tell me your heart belongs to me. Do not underestimate the holiness of simply trying. Trying is often more powerful than succeeding. Trying is where love grows. My child, do not compare your journey to the journeys of others. Do not look at someone else's blessings and believe you have been forgotten. Do not measure yourself against someone else's strength, because every soul walks a different road and carries different burdens. What I am doing in your life is uniquely designed for you. Your timeline is not meant to look like theirs. Your blessings are shaped for your heart. Your healing unfolds in a way that matches your soul. Your story is written with my hand, not with theirs. If you could see what I see, you would never doubt my timing. If you could look ahead and witness how every piece fits together, how every delay protects you, how every closed door redirects you, how every waiting season strengthens you, you would not be anxious. You would be grateful. You would understand why some things did not happen when you wanted them to, why certain people left, why certain opportunities faded, why certain prayers required patience. But until you can see what I see, trust me. Trust that nothing is wasted. Trust that nothing is random. Trust that the very things that confuse you today are preparing blessings you will one day understand. And my child, hear this gently but clearly. Your life is not over. Your purpose is not finished. Your story has more pages to turn. You have more light to give. You have more love to share. You have more wisdom to speak. You have more people to touch. You are not too old, too late, too tired, or too broken for me to use you. The world may measure worth by youth and strength, but I measure worth by love and willingness. And there is still so much love in you. There is still so much willingness in your heart. You are not at the end, you are on the edge of what I still desire to do in you. I want you to walk into the rest of your days with a renewed heart, not heavy, but hopeful, not anxious, but assured, not discouraged, but strengthened. Lift your eyes, my child, lift your spirit, lift your expectations. Do not look at life as if it is slipping away. Look at life as something I am continually shaping, renewing, blessing, and guiding. You are still in my hands. You have always been in my hands, and my hands do not fail. So let your heart breathe again. Let your spirit rest again. Let your hope rise again. Let your trust deepen again. Let yourself believe, truly believe, that I am with you, I am for you, and I am leading you into something more beautiful than you have imagined. Walk with me, trust me, and know that you are loved with a love that will never change.